Hey there everyone, my name is Rowan. I am an artist and crafter of many different sorts of things, and I make stuff. In this video I will be working on a pseudo coat of arms for myself, and it'll be fun. So first we'll be painting the whole thing white to provide a good base coat to paint onto with the other colors. I'll be starting with green, no doubt, as that's my favorite color. And you just saw Supervisor Owl, who will be showing up many more times in the video and gracing you with her fuzzy presence. But first, we do of course have to spend a few moments digging cat hair out of paint, as per usual with any project like this. I think the curse of having a cat is just having cat hair in anything and everything at all times. But we love them. Now that our base coat is finished, I've sketched a couple of designs, just some ideas, and consulted my friends who advised me to use the mushroom in the first design and the logo in the second design. So that's what I'll be doing. The real irony here is that I'm highly allergic to mushrooms. I just think they're cool. So how I like to begin when I'm painting traditionally, I like to start with the overall contours, the large shapes of the thing that I'm painting. So in this case, our mushroom, I think it's called an oyster mushroom. Uh, anyway, and then as you go along, you just keep working the details smaller and smaller. And eventually you will have your painting. So now I've started work on the details. For me, this typically consists of adding sort of a medium shadow color, and then going on top of that with a more medium highlight color, and then working smaller and smaller and darker and lighter, respectively, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But basically, uh, yeah, just shadows on top of shadows on top of highlights on top of highlights until I'm satisfied. And that's kind of my process for this. It's been a while actually since I did any real traditional painting like this with acrylics, and I had a lot of fun with this. We have to take a quick break here. There was a bear emergency situation. Our dog, he really loves this bear, and I keep having to repair him over and over. So this time, I'm going to be adding a couple more patches, and then we'll give it back to him. Finished bear repair. My stitches are not the neatest, but I'm hoping they hold up to a lot of biting and tugging and general dogginess. And Jasper was very pleased to have him back. He's been enjoying him. And now let's go back to what we were doing. So we return to our painting now. I'm still working on detail work, just adding more shadows, and then more highlights, and then more shadows, and getting smaller and smaller as I work with the details. It's always a little strange to me how much my process differs between traditional art and digital art. For some reason, I could not translate my process very well, and it took me a long time to learn how to paint digitally in a way that actually looked decent. uh, when I'm painting traditionally, I basically do everything by eye, color mixing and all of that. It wasn't until the last few years when I've actually been learning about color theory, and I find it very fascinating. I think it's been very good to learn. I think it helps my process a lot, even in ways I'm not necessarily aware of while I'm doing it. But once you learn things, you kind of internalize them, and you'll just do it without really realizing you're doing it. The mushroom is finished, as is the logo. Honestly, I think it looks really fun. It's really earthy. And I think here I kind of spontaneously added some little flowers, but I think they're cute and I like the inclusion of purple. It kind of brightens it up a little bit instead of just being green and brown. So I added in some weathering that wasn't on camera, but I wanted it to look kind of old and musty, like something you pulled out of your grandparents' attic that's been laying there for 50 years. And now I'm adding a clear coat to protect the paint, and um, then it will be all finished. I think that the end result is really nice. There's a couple of things I could have done differently, but hindsight is 2020. I think it looks really cool, and I really, really love having it here on my wall. I hope that you enjoyed watching my process, and I will see you in the next video. Postscript, I forgot to mention the PW on the in the painting stands for Plant Wizard, which is the name of the channel.